Hey, hey, お願いします。じゃあ、はい、side to side. Hey, to shoulders. Circles one way and circles the other way. Feet, arms, and back. One side and this. Crossing. Change. Closing. Ahí se va aquí. Manda ahí. Hey, your horse. Both sides. Benji. Your horse. Hey. Y go. Y go. And y go. Cada Hey, your knees. Circles, way. Circles the other way. Down. Heel your toes. Here. Go. Here. Go. Time. Here. Go. Hips. Hey, relax all your hips. Moving one side. Feet up, one side. Toes, head up. So hips up. Hey, spine up. And circles. And change. Hey, side to side. Hey, lower, one side. Change. Toes up. Change. Hands in front. And change. Turning one side. And the also. Up and and relax. Goes down. Legs in, hands out. Side to side. Three, going forward. And back. Forward. Hips up. Hips out. Hips up. Hips out. Hips up. Hips out. And back. Hey, shooting one leg forward. And up. And elbow down. Up. Elbow down. Up. Elbow down. More time. Up. Elbow down. And to the side. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. And your leg, knee forward. And come back. And opening up. Fish side, knee forward. Back. Opening. Time. Forward. Back. Opening. Forward. Back. Opening. Hey, hands down again. Up and passing through. Standing as much as you can. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the side and up, needle through, and as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go inside up, through as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the side, up, and as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's back side. Breathe in, here. Go. Here. Go. Thank you. Go. All right, so this week we were talking about Kuzushi, the importance of Kuzushi in the theme, within the theme that we're talking about this month, which is control, the capacity to control several things within the interaction with the partner. That's what we were talking about. That's when we were talking about controlling the space, the timing and the distance between your partner. And today, more specifically, we're talking about Kuzushi, which is breaking your partner's balance in order to make the technique, as efficient as possible. Now, the basic idea with breaking a person's balance is that a person has a limit in terms of how far their body goes. If a person's, if that limit is extended in any direction, then the structure, everything else remaining the same, the structure of that person is compromised, or that person has the need to, what happens, to adjust with their feet in order to accommodate their limits. But the basic concept being, if I stand up like this, I open my hand, open my legs, there is a limit to my hands, to my legs, and as long as I start to be extended into that limit in any direction, front, side, side, back, front, in the corners, of course, and up, then I start losing balance. By doing that, being in a position that is structurally weaker than the position that otherwise would be to be firmly established. Basically, the opposite of our internal triangle. People who train here are familiar with the idea of the internal triangle, which is the position of control when your training is finished. the opposite of the internal triangle is basically the outside circle of the external circle, if you want to see it that way, of your body, how far you progress. So we don't practice that. We kind of study a couple of planes, the vertical plane and the horizontal plane, and in terms of see how much can we extend a person outside of those two planes. So to start with, for example, we started with Kokyuho. Okay, so with Kokyuho, I'm not going to say, apart from the benefits that he does, in terms of using his spine and like that, he just basically presents his body, his arms in same position, up, and then using his spine. Okay, so the idea is not to go against my partner in this direction, but to uproot my partner from the position, then move up, trying to exploit the vertical plane of my partner. Okay? So to exaggerate a little bit, if you're gonna toss it on me, when she raises her hand, I uproot myself. And the raising of her arms, I uproot myself, one arm uprooted, then choose it on the side of the other to move into cover. So she's trying to exploit the vertical plane of the motion, by uprooting me over. So that's the first exercise, will be that first vertical plane. So, just as before, just to warm up a little bit, here in this position, raise your hands. Don't do anything else fancy with it. Just raise your hand vertically, pivot to one side, and down. Okay, so vertical plane, raise your hands, pivot to one side, down. Vertical plane, up, pivot with your hips, moving with your spine. Vertical plane, up, pivoting with your hips, moving with your spine. After that, you will follow with your legs. That's normal to be hold. For the moment, we're just on this part. Okay, so up, pivoting with your hips, moving with your spine. Okay, up, pivoting with your hips, moving with your spine. Up, pivoting with your hips, moving with your spine. Up, pivoting with your hips, moving with your spine. Okay, so as what I was going to say always does, weights. Okay, if you wait and put your hands down, the lifting up is going to become difficult. Your hands are presented as shins of garai, and people who trace this dojo knows what that means. From your heart coming out at that level, and from there the lifting up is already halfway done, as opposed to starting all the way down. So, but anyway, the idea for here for the moment is to be aware of that vertical plane, in which you have to take your uke up, down, and side, to be able to make the uke lift and then lose balance out of the lift. Otherwise, the uke is very positive. So that's the vertical plane. From the horizontal plane perspective, okay, what we were practicing was this other exercise. Closer. She holds my shoulders, I hold her shoulders, and then we find a circle. Circle, circle, circle. There is a horizontal plane circle. And at some point, she identifies the edge of my circle and continues. It takes me down. Okay, so we are here. We kind of start turning around the circle, trying to maximize the circle that is around. At some point, find the limit of that circle, and move. Okay, so one more time. Here, shoulders, circles, circles, big as possible. Okay, she finds the limit of that circle and goes. But the better we are at finding the limit of that circle, the easier we can find the horizontal plane of breaking balance. Of course, if we are here in the circle, she starts going circle, 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 and then she tries to shortcut and push back again. Boom, then she finds my structure. So what she's trying to find is not my structure, but the edge of this circle, and then move when that edge has been finally explored. Okay, thank you. So that would be the horizontal plane of my motion. So just again sitting down, okay, just find circular, horizontal circular plane of your movement. Just move around, just find the limits of that. Okay, one direction and another direction. Okay, one direction, big circle, big circle, big circle, and the other direction. And at some point, you want to find the limit of that circle. Just take your own cable. Okay, so you make a circle. Okay, find the limit of that circle. Okay, so you're exploring the limit of your horizontal plane. So circle, 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 find the limit of it. Okay, more time. Circle, big one, big one, big one, big, and that's the limit, and okay. All right. So two very gentle exercises. One of them emphasizing the vertical limit of our body, and the other one emphasizing the horizontal circular limit of our body. Okay. So now, if we stand up now, we're going to practice that from Dachi Waza. We did a couple of exercises, okay, and from the techniques, that move in Dachi. So from high handling, right? From high handling, horizontal, circle, open up, okay, and you look at my, roll, open up, nice and lucky, okay, horizontal, circle, nice and lucky. That circle. That's a horizontal plane. I'm trying to exploit my partner's horizontal movement, and eventually this opens up technique. There's circles, horizontal. And then vertical, bracing, and down. Now vertical. To the floor, up, and down. Try to expand my partner's body as much as possible. Down, up, down, up. Down, up, down. Okay, so if you grab a tanto, just to practice those two planes of motion. Remember, once again, one's horizontal, circle horizontal as much as possible, and the other one is going to be vertical as much as possible. We're trying to find the edges, like the extreme of those two circles. Okay, and in the extreme of those circles is where Kuzushi is going to be found. Against my partner, I'm going to be able to apply them. Okay, so let's start with your tanto down. Okay, so big circle, isolate, horizontal, big circle, isolate, horizontal. But pay attention to not shorten the circle as much as possible. Exaggerate it for the moment. Okay, so make a big circle, and big circle. Big circle, big circle. And now vertical, down, up, and down. Big circle, down, up, down. Big circle, down, up, down. Big circle, down, up, down. So big circles in that sense. Okay. So one horizontal. Total, vertical, horizontal, horizontal, vertical, vertical, horizontal, horizontal, vertical, vertical. Okay, so try to find those two extremes. So now, this time we're going to move a little bit, start to warm up with your Kemi. We made it into a kokunage, so she's going to take simple Kemi. So horizontal and enter, horizontal and vertical, enter, vertical. And just try to explore those two things while we warm up with Kemi. So horizontal and use your body. Understand? horizontal, and very good body. Now step at the end. Using your body. Very good. Okay, so us. Horizontal, and step into the body. Horizontal, and vertical. Touch the floor. Touch the floor. That's the floor, the limit. Touch the floor. 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 Very good. We're trying to lift again, vertical. Touch the floor. Touch the floor. Touch the floor. So, again, vertical. Touch the floor. Touch the floor. Touch the floor. Touch the floor. So even in our case, there is a high difference. Okay, if she tries to explore the limits of that circle, she has more chance of taking me, out into the edge and creating ties. If her circle is little and shy, then the smaller it is, the more concentrated I am on my internal triangle, the heavier I am. So in her horizontal circle, okay, horizontal, freeze, this position. That's the position that she wants to have me, where I am almost floating. You cannot see it from the back, but hopefully you can see my back foot. Where my back foot is floating a little bit, the rest is the entry. Okay, but that position is so much easier for her to make the technique happen if I had everything planted, both legs, hips down, elbow in, more difficult. Okay, she has to somehow find in this position, her technique to then be able to pass. When she does it vertically, okay, down, floor, this Kuzushi, and this Kuzushi, freeze. Now the rest is the technique. She moves her body in. So, step just the body. Down, Kuzushi 1, Kuzushi 2. Okay, and then she moves in. 3. Okay. So the idea is that through the edge of that circle, she tries to keep me out of balance as much as possible. If she shortens that circle, then I have more possibility to plant myself in a way. All right. So it's almost like the opposite of the internal triangle, we were saying, is the external circle. Right? So if the internal triangle gives us control and capacity to, be there, the external circle is the edges of where we are capable of being more or less. And the more we go into that external part, the more out of balance we are, which is good for that's what my Nagi wants. My Nagi wants to take me all the way there, into those extremes, in order to kind of be able to manipulate my body. Okay, so now this side, we will stand again. Okay, we're going to go into Ikkyo. Okay, so just put your Tanto now in the vertical position instead of the lower position, vertical position. Okay, so horizontal, circle, and Ikkyo. Horizontal, vertical, Ikkyo. And inside your triangle, horizontal, circle, Ikkyo. Down, horizontal, circle, Ikkyo. Now, vertical, down, up, EQ, vertical, down, up, vertical, down, up, down, vertical, down, up, down. Okay, so I'm going to practice EQ in the horizontal plane and EQ in the vertical. So, horizontal, horizontal, vertical, vertical. Yeah, horizontal and horizontal. Continue, please. Horizontal and vertical ikkyo. Okay. Horizontal. Now. Horizontal. Now. Vertical. Down. Vertical. Now. Horizontal. Now. Horizontal. Now. Vertical. Now. Vertical. Horizontal. Vertical. All right, so now, Nikyo, okay? Start Nikyo, okay? Horizontal, 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 horizontal circle, vertical circle, so vertical, and back. Vertical is a little bit harder with Nikyo because I want to hold it down and then back. Vertical, down, and then back. Here, I'm like, I'm gonna get hurt. Okay, so horizontal is nice and gentle because I'm giving you a plane time to move around. Okay, horizontal is nice and gentle because it's better safe. There's space to move. Vertical is not gentle because I'm going down and out. So that is what we do. Down, up, and down. Okay. So, here, grabbing your tanto. So the gesture with the tanto is going to be tanto facing downwards, and then boom, controlling on the top of it, okay? Which is going to be what happens when you apply Nikyo on that. So boom, that's the gesture with the tanto. So, circle, big circle, grab with both hands, and pivot back. Hitting that circle. Here it is, right? Circle, circle, and circle again. Circle, circle, circle again. That horizontal. Circle, circle, that. You can say that on the down. Circle, circle, and horizontal. Circle, 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 and that's our horizontal. That's back. That's back. That's gentle. That's very gentle. That's no problem with that. Vertical. Down, up, down, and out. It's almost like if you were doing like a little hook, shape. Like down and out. Because not even a hook. No, it never really goes. Yeah, a little bit of a hook. Down and out. A little bit. Circle. Vertical. Down. Up. Down and out. Okay. Down. Up. Down. Down. Up. Down and out. Down. Up. Down, up, down, down, up, down, and out. Right? Nikyo. Horizontal, Nikyo, vertical. Okay. So, two planes. Let's try in the two places. Horizontal, so, and horizontal. So, horizontal, oh, vertical, oh, down, there, and out. Okay. Vertical, down, up, down, and out. Okay, inside. Okay, vertical. Down, outside, this side, you can see. Down, up, down, side, vertical, down, up, out. That's why vertical is scary, because goes down and then boom, out. Horizontal is easy. Okay, just a bit safe. Okay, all right, a couple more. Horizontal, out, circle, horizontal, out, circle, vertical, down, up, down, down, up, down, horizontal, stop, out, horizontal, up, up, vertical, up, down, vertical, up, down. Yeah, so the intention, once again, of this practice is to exaggerate the two possible dimensions of Kuzushi in a very simplistic manner. Once again, Kuzushi can be performed in any direction. Sometimes it's called 8 directions, front, back, sides, diagonals, and so on, up. But in any direction where there is an obstacle that stops my movement, for example, in a Koshinage, right? In a Koshinage, the person has to be extended beyond their sphere with an obstacle in the middle, okay? But that's why it's very important, for example, in Koshinage, to extend the person, beyond their sphere. If the person is not extended, if the person is crunched, then the obstacle is almost meaningless, okay? So I have to extend the person. So we are always trying to find that extending the person beyond that position. And then all techniques will more or less work on the similar thing. So for example, horizontal, okay, so vertical, so down, and okay. So in that case, eliminage, up, down, and okay. Horizontal, down, out. But all those, I try to find my partner's extreme circles. Now, the problem with that is that it requires effort. It requires taisavaki. It requires, movement. It requires for us to, participate in that exchange with a level of consciousness, effort, and correct body movement that we invite the person is there. The technique may look effortless, the better the Kuzushi is. But that does not mean that the technique starts effortless, because, at least in my opinion, to be able to produce Kuzushi takes a lot of effort. It's a difficult thing. It's an art that we have to find out. So it requires a lot of effort. With a really good Kuzushi, with a really good part out of balance, then yes, the technique is easy. But even to get to that point, it requires a lot. So keep trying and keep exploring the vertical plane of the circle. How far can you extend that person there? And keep exploring the horizontal plane of the circle. How far you can extend a person over there. Hint, shihonage. The enormous extension of that circle. Now, in that direction, this direction. And so on. All the things. Let's finish it. Ready? Hey! ありがとうございました。